Hi, everybody. This is Abdul from Up Your Game, hiring advice for marketers by marketers. And I'm really excited to have Michelle Denogean today, Chief Marketing Officer, to come give us some advice. Michelle, welcome and thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, Abdul. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. So Michelle, you do a fair amount of recruiting and hiring. And in the interviews, what is one key piece of mistake or one mistake that you see from candidates that they should really kind of think about?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest mistakes that I see is that people don't do their research on the brand. And I'm not talking about the company or even, the website, but really understanding the brand and the messages that they're putting out to their target customers. I think that's an area that candidates could really shine in if they did that homework. One of the things I often recommend people do is even, if you have the time, go deep and understand that customer segment by talking to some customers if they're available to you. Because I
Right.
think that insight provides a lot of fodder for the conversation.
Wow, interesting. I've never heard that before. That's really nice. Anything else?
Yeah, I think the other piece that I would add is just making sure that you ask good questions. So often am I looking at the candidate, and yes, there's the part where I ask questions and want
Hmm.
to hear about you, but I actually get so much more information as to whether or not a candidate is a strategic thinker by the questions they ask me. So for candidates, I'd say be prepared with a list of questions that you can ask whoever the hiring manager is and show that you are really thoughtful in how you're approaching the position.
Yeah, that's great. And one thing I've noticed is when candidates ask questions, it feels like they're going through a checklist, right? They're just asking questions sometimes for the sake of it, right? Uh, what do you expect from a candidate when they ask questions? Are you asking them to ask you in-depth kind of critical questions? What do you look for?
Yeah, I think it's more than just what the typical ones would be like. What are your health benefits, right? Like that's a pretty common question that people ask. But I'd go a step further and maybe even ask a question like, how did you get to the brand positioning that you have? Or tell me a little bit about the composition of the team and how I might fit in, or what your expectations are of me, within the first 3 months on the job. Like things like that, I think are really powerful to show that you are thoughtful and really thinking through and see yourself in that role too.
Right. That's fantastic. No, I've never failed to learn from these every single time. So I'm so glad you're here today to provide your input. I know the audience is going to get something out of it. And at the very least, I got something new today. So thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Michelle, for being here.
100%. You're welcome. Take
Okay.
care.
And you guys, thank you for being here. Hiring advice for marketers by marketers. We'll see you next time.